at the beautiful Hogg Entertainment Complex, Entertainment Center, and all of the things that they do. We are here on just a gorgeous all day here in beautiful Clearwater, Florida. A little windy, we will take it, humidity down, and we're just really happy to taking this wonderful this time of year for our fall. All to myself. We got Sean. Sean is back.
How are you guys?
So, what's up in the house?
Not at all. And then, of course, let me introduce, without further ado, the boss man, the big guy, Mr. Hogg Daddies himself. Jeff, how are you today?
Thank you for that warm welcome, Benny. And please hold your applause. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, we have approximately, I don't know, this place is so packed. We have to make sure. Oh, we do have two new people who walked in. I love it.
There we go. There we go.
There they go. Danielle and everybody else.
Danielle and Dave in the house stopping in. I'm sure we're here. Go Birds at least twice.
Yes, probably. Yeah.
Speaking of Go Birds.
Yeah, well, let me talk about last week. We're still getting over it. An amazing weekend here at the Hogg Daddies complex here. We had so much fun with the podcast. So much fun with with the coach. He was just amazing, and this place was rocking for college football. And then the next day, just as much fun with the NFL games this week. I know tomorrow you have a special. You have a whole bunch of specials because they're playing in London tomorrow, the Vikings. And I know you have a whole bunch of stuff for people to entice them to come early. And I think it was just an amazing, amazing weekend. And on top of that, not only was it an amazing week, but a very big thing happened this week. You know what it is?
Dan the Repo Man in the house.
Yeah, there he is. You know what happened this week?
Hello, Sue. Sue's in the house.
Sue's in the house. Dan's in the house. Is it Wednesday? Not a hamburger night.
I'm going to have a bite of pizza.
Yeah. I thought it was hamburger night. They only see them on Wednesdays. But this week, it was launched. The first great, unbelievable menu that Jeff and his team put together. Jeff, talk about this menu. And I'm so pleased that the Benny Dog, and please stop sending me texts. I'm on that one. Is not on the menu, but give us a little.
I thought that was the Friday special.
Oh, well, yeah. It could be the foot long one or the. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the mini dogs.
Oh,
the comedy here is nonstop for sure. No, we're excited to put out a new pizza and sub concept on the beach. Just spend a little bit of time on research, our competitors on the beach, and some pretty good pizza on the beach. But we think we got, I'm always going to call it at this point because I put on 12 pounds trying pizza for the last 5 weeks.
Yeah, and I put on 6 pounds testing your pizza.
You have?
Yes.
I think it's just a really, really good pub pizza. The sauce is great. We've got down, we've got the recipes where we got a nice crust on it. It's not. I'm gonna classify it. It's not thick. It's not thin. And I don't even know if this is a thing, but somebody told me it was Chicago thin. So we got your regular stuff, all your toppings normal places have. We're gonna do a meat lovers pizza, beach pizza. We threw some shrimp on it to see how everybody would like it. And of course, we smoke our own barbecue in house, and we're gonna do a Boss Hogg pizza. With barbecue pork on it. You can stuff for brisket. But little quick story about barbecue pizza. My hometown is Memphis, and there's a restaurant there called Coletta's Italian Restaurant. They've been in business for 100 years. In the 50s, Elvis Presley, the king himself, and Sean, this is a true story.
Okay.
You can see it on their website.
Checking it right now. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Coletta and my family are great friends. My mom and dad used to sit at the end of the bar like Norm. So I don't know if that's a compliment or not. Rest in peace, mom and dad.
Yeah, me too.
But Elvis walked in and asked, could he have barbecue on a pizza? And their claim to fame is they put out the first barbecue pizza. Mr. Coletta went and bought a smoker. Barbecue was already famous in Memphis, but that night they made Elvis Presley a barbecue pizza. Check it out. Coletta's Restaurant in Memphis, Tennessee. You'll be able to see the whole story. But enough with that. For everybody, especially our locals, we're going to run buy one, get one free to go pizza for the rest of the year. We're experimenting with some different packaged wine. So we're doing a large pizza and wine to go with a nice discount. Anybody who's in house and orders a large pizza can get a free game of pool as we're continuing to try to increase our market for the back area here. And then we invented the pizzerito. That's my southern accent, Sean, coming in. And we'll have a special with it. It's delicious. I'm not going to go into any more details on it, but we're excited about it. And I think this is our first week, and I think we sold about 30 pizzas, which definitely beat my trend when I took over Coastal's here. So I think season and our marketing, I think it's going to be a great thing. So
Wow, that's pretty good. The pizza is delicious. I mean, seriously, my wife and I, Katie, we must have had every type of testing, and it's been great. So really looking forward to that. And I know there are a lot of people just on the block who are so excited about it because they're looking for a good, really good pizza down here. So good luck with that. And I know everybody's going to try it. I will tell you, what a crazy week, too, in terms of sports. I mean, this is the time of year where sports is just all over the place. So we have the NFL. We got college football on week number 6, NFL week number 5. We got the baseball playoffs for our Yankee fans, our Dodger fans, and particularly our Philly fans, which seems to be 1 out of every 2 people in this town from Philadelphia. So it's a big, big time. And then just right around the corner, next week, the NHL starts their season on October 7th. And then also the basketball is October 21st. So we are now right hard in it. And we're just so excited. And, of course, Jeff will be posting and posting and posting. You'll always get 2 posts in the morning, 1 hour at 5:30 in the morning. You'll know what's going on in the neighborhood. I don't know how he does it, but when I wake up, I literally see a post. 6 o'clock, 1 hour early it was posted. So he does an amazing job at that.
yeah, thanks for the mention there, Sean. I'll let you jump in here. I know you follow all sports. Today, Cubs, Brewers kick off. Today's baseball, Yankees, Blue Jays, and then for Danielle and Dave, the Phillies take on the Dodgers at 6:30 tonight. And then the late games, the Detroit Tigers getting in on the wild card there, playing Seattle. I love baseball. I do, and I look forward to this time of year as everybody else. It's a long season, so we can't wait for this. Unfortunately, my Cardinals aren't in it. But any thoughts on baseball, Sean? Do you follow?
Yeah, I'm a Reds fan back from the Big Red Machine, and yeah,
There you go.
they were the only team in the wild card not to push it to Game 3. So yeah, 2 and out, but that's okay. I don't think we were to make it this year. So it's just a great way to build for next year. So I'm looking for the Reds to do something next year.
Yeah, and for someone who's worked in sports, I can tell you the big matchup in this is the Phillies Dodgers. That is a huge, big marquee part of the playoffs. And then also the Brewers and Cubs. That's just as important. But I think from a World Series perspective, I think a lot of fans who are not they're just baseball fans, not into their team, would love to see Cubs, Tigers. And that hasn't happened. And I think Milwaukee Brewers haven't been in a long time. So it's going to be an interesting series. And I'm looking forward to it.
Just want to jump in here real quick. We started this about 6 weeks ago. Want to give a shout out to our sponsors here. JJ Taylor, the distributor here locally, Miller Lite, Coors Light, done a great job supplying us with different products, signage. They stay on top of this for us. It's pretty awesome. Also, Coors, of course, gives us access to all the game day stuff as they're a big sponsor for College Game Day. And I got to mention a new sponsor that's coming on board. It's kind of our first real sponsor, not that the others are, but this carbless vodka cocktail in a can. We might try some of it today, but no carbs, no sugar, gluten free, whatever that means to everybody. But I think it's pretty cool. I had a chance to sample it. It's a small company out of Wisconsin, and these guys are competing now in volume. The Tito's, they're actually pushing their market share up in the markets where they're at.
You mind if I try?
No, hang on a second. Liz, can we get a couple of glasses of ice up here? Maybe 3?
Yeah, we're gonna try these things. And you don't mind, honey, do you? Even though we're traveling for 17 hours.
Wait a minute. The weird thing, just one more quick thing, is they've got all the flavors: watermelon, black cherry, pineapple, orange, and they have recipes where you can mix the cans. And we tried it yesterday. Pretty interesting. I'm going to do a carbless cabana here. If you haven't heard of carbless, it will be in your neighborhood soon. I think this little company is going to be on fire. It's just that good. It's better than any seltzer. It's smoking high noon in the market. We're the second bar on Clearwater Beach to take it on. They're pretty. Oh, there you
What part of
go.
Wisconsin you from?
So have you heard of carbless? It's blowing up there, right? I see, Sean. I do know what I'm talking about. Damn it!
What's the
That's 2 things today you said were true.
What's the biggest city you guys live near? Oh, so I travel a lot. WISN Milwaukee. A shout out to our affiliate, ABC affiliate up there when I work for ABC.
We're one big happy family at Hogg
we're
Daddy's for
gonna
sure.
do this. Let's hope that I don't fall off the chair. I'm gonna pass this. Got one? We're gonna do that one.
So we can interrupt the show.
Come on, Benny, don't drink it all.
I'm just trying. Man. I don't know. Well, we're going to talk now some college football. Some interesting stories this week.
Mix those.
Hey, we're live.
Yeah, we did this. Yeah, hey, we're back. Sorry.
We're making cocktails. So there's a couple of great, really interesting stories. And I don't know, because BYU lost last night.
No.
So, but in the rankings, they came in. They're a new team. Virginia came in as a new team.
BYU won.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought.
Yeah, that's okay.
Fact checker. Yes.
Okay. Yes, thank
Not because they.
Okay, I thought you guys said they lost. Sorry, the drinking's already taken
you.
effect.
Already first drink, Benny's.
And
tilt.
and Arizona. Every time I come in here, I have to be fact checked. Anyway, Arizona State, brand new, and I think some of the biggest stories. LSU dropped 9 points in the top 25, which I think is really substantial. And Ole Miss, which keeps surprising everyone, jumped up 9 points. We were ranked number 4. So this is a big week again. We're getting some surprise teams, with Clemson not in there, and I love seeing new teams come in. Just the same thing with the NFL. I love to see new teams coming in there that haven't played on the big stage. But it's an interesting week. I know we're going to go through the games, but just your take on it, Sean.
It always cracks me up that how teams have to win in college versus the NFL. And NFL team, even a wild card team, gets into the playoffs, and it's happened a couple times where they win the Super Bowl, and there's no slight because they were a wild card team, and here, lost a game or two, and now with the expanded playoff, a team last year had lost 2 games and they won it all. So no, it's good to see. And I'm sure some people are like, I'm glad Clemson's not in there anymore. I wish Ohio State, Alabama. It's good to see other teams in, and if they sustain over here. So I think with NIL, it's going to happen. It's more of a level playing field.
Yes, definitely.
All right, we ready to get into these games?
I'm ready.
All right, as we always do, we start at the number 1 ranked team and we move down the list. Always glad to have Sean Barklow here. He's a Columbus native, so we'll start out with Ohio State taking on Minnesota today. The Buckeyes coming off a bye, ready to defend their number 1 spot. If you browse through the college expert pickers, a lot of talk about Sam and his receivers up there. Really lighting it up. And those guys are just tremendous athletes. So I don't think Minnesota has much for Ohio State today. quarterback Lindsey from Minnesota. They are 3-1, playing some pretty good football. Just in this particular game at home, I think Ohio State crushes the Gophers. I'm gonna take Ohio State to spread 23.5.
I do. They're last 10 games they're 10-0 against Minnesota. I think I'm just amazed by our defense. The players we lost. I think we have better athletes on defense now. Our defense is playing at the best in the country, and the offense is just going to get better every week with experience. So yeah, I'm picking Ohio State. I think they're going to cover.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Ohio State either. I think they're having just one of those. I agree in terms of just their defense and the players have come in there. It's an amazing program. So I'm gonna go with Ohio State on this one with the spread.
Up next, one of the biggest rivalries in the state. Number 3 Miami taking on number 18 Florida State at Tallahassee. We since the first game of the season, we've kind of talked about Miami and their offense and defensive lines. They really did a good job, kind of retooling this year. They're already really they're really moving some furniture up front, creating havoc on defense. And I think tonight, even though Florida State lost to Virginia, and it sucks for all the Noel fans, which were one of the official watch party locations for the Noels here, losing that heartbreaker to Virginia. But I think this is still for bragging rights. I think FSU will need a perfect game. Probably need to force some turnovers. Carson Beck is exactly who he is. He's playing great. Seminoles, this is another chart. This is my second one. I really did research.
By the way, we fact checked their first story. We confirmed it, right? We have a fact checking thing.
Elvis barbecue pizza and it's
Hey, they don't text you when you're wrong. They text me.
I know it.
Tell Jeff he wasn't right.
It's tough. Lead the nation in offense. The Noles. Believe it or not. Castellano's on fire. Got some of the best stats in the ACC, and the Noles running game is up to par. Everybody will pick Miami today, and it is the smart pick. I love Coach Norville. I got to see him at Memphis for 3 years, and I'm going to take the Noles in an upset.
Ooh. I'm going to take Miami, but I'm not going to go with the spread. I think it's going to be I think it's going to be closer than people think. It's a huge game, and I just don't see it. 4.5 right now. It can change by the time it's 7:32. But I'm going to go with Miami.
I'm thinking the coach got probably the players' attention for Florida State after losing last week. I also think
should have won.
Yeah, I also think a loss. You can point to last year with the teams that made it to the playoffs. That a loss is the killer this year. Yeah. You could lose a game. You could lose 2 games and still make it in. I think the Noles are going to play like they did against Alabama, and I think they're going to upset Miami tonight.
There you go. A little quick some information. But the number 1 and number 3 teams both kick off tonight. Prime time, both at 7:30. Hog Daddies will have a packed house for that, and we got an after party for the Noles with Rock Turnell here playing later tonight.
But that's 7:30. Yes.
Up next, number 5, Oklahoma taking on Kent State. Not much to talk about with Kent State, but Oklahoma's offense is another team that's playing great. The defense is ranked number 2 in the nation. They've had some impressive wins. No matter whether you think these teams are up and coming or not, they beat Michigan. Michigan's playing great. Their freshman quarterback had a rough time at Oklahoma, but Oklahoma still beat them. And Auburn. Don't anybody get past this Auburn game at Oklahoma. Auburn's an excellent football team this year. They were really playing great football. Venables has his team firing on all cylinders. The only thing about this game is I think they have Texas coming up the next week. So I think this is a tune-up game for the Sooners. Kent State's 1-3, no match for the Sooners. It's a big line, but I'm going to take the Sooners 45.5. 45 and a hook, as the experts say. I think they'll shut out Kent State today.
Yeah, this is one of my first games this week's schedule. So they show up for free parking and free food, at least a hot dog, Benny's hot dog.
Benny hot dog.
Benny hot dog,
Mini
the
hot
one
dogs,
footers
yeah.
out there. But yeah, and I think Oklahoma's been on a roll. They just raised 2 points in the rankings this week, and definitely have to go with them.
Yeah, I'm taking Oklahoma. Although I don't know if they'll cover the spread because you're playing with your backup quarterback. Their starting quarterback had surgery. I think he'll be back in a couple of weeks. But I'm taking Oklahoma for the win.
Up next,
Texas, you mean?
Texas A&M versus
Mississippi State.
I think they're playing. I gotta check.
They're at Texas A&M, I think. Anyways, the Aggies are 4-0 for the first time since 2016 under Coach Elko. Mississippi State will visit Kyle Field. And they're kind of, I think Mississippi State's bliss coming off the overtime loss to Tennessee last week. Could have won that game. The Aggies' best receiver is a Mississippi State transfer, Mario Craver. But Mississippi State's offense will have their hands full with the Aggie D, which put a lot of pressure on everybody this year. Bulldogs quarterback playing well. Mississippi State will need to run the ball, find their running game today, control the clock to keep A&M off the field. I look for Aggies to cover in this. But Mississippi State will play a great game. I think the Aggies will pull away at the end.
I'm going to go with Mississippi State on this one. It's time for a kind of an upset here, and I'm going to go with them. I don't get mad at me. Do not text me for advice, please. But I'm going to go with Mississippi State.
Night game in Texas A&M. They paid for their players. Yeah, I'm going Texas A&M. I think it's going to be a strong game from
2-touchdown favorite. I think though. I think Mississippi State will keep it close. Good call there. Anytime SEC's playing, I think it'll be very competitive. But I like the Aggies. Number 7, Penn State at UCLA. The Nittany Lions are a 24.5-point favorite against the Bruins, who have been dreadful this season. Penn State comes only overtime loss to Oregon and double overtime heartbreaker for them. Could have won that game. We kind of talked on this show that Penn State's a good football game. We keep waiting on them to hit that dominant point, execute, to really be able to put their foot on some necks. We just haven't seen that yet. Well coached, good playing football team. Another game where I think the Nittany Lions could get on track, make a Big Ten run. Who knows? I think Nittany Lions win today, pulling away on this 24.5-point spread. A good team to get on track, get your offense on track. So I look for the Nittany Lions to cover today.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I mean, Penn State, you're right, has not. I mean, they each week they drop in the rankings, and they drop 4 points from them this week. So I think the full potential of that team is still out there. This could be the game that gets those players. We know UCLA is not a great team, so you'll see a lot of players who actually will feel energized, and that will hopefully carry that on in the season going with Penn State.
Yeah, this is again, it's one of those moments that it's a perfect team at UCLA. It's a dumpster fire, let's be honest. I think Penn State's going to roll today, and they're an experienced team. They've got a lot of seniors. A lot of guys came back because they thought this was going to be their year. And again, a one loss, it's what you do from now to the end of the year. So I think Penn State's going to start today with finishing the year strong.
Yeah. Up next, number 9, Texas at Florida. When I initially looked at this game, Texas coming off Sam Houston, I really, really wanted to have some hopes for the Gators, but I just don't see it. I think the Sam Houston game last week, I think Manning had an opportunity to really start getting in a rhythm. I think it was a game where the offense started getting in sync. I think Manning will have plenty for the Gators in the Swamp today. Florida just hasn't looked good in any area. Gator quarterback Lagway is a little banged up, and Texas, the Longhorn defense, also starting to come into its own and play, creating havoc in the backfield. I think just like Texas, just like Ohio State, some of these teams this week will start showing why they will be in the playoffs. Texas goes on the road and covers the Florida hook and horns today.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go with Texas. And just speaking of Manning last week, each week we're following him closely. We've always talked about the pressure, having the name and the national spotlight on this guy. And I will tell you that last week, of course, the emotion really ran wild. He did things that probably shouldn't have done. I saw an article where his mother yelled at him for some of the antics he pulled when he ran in. But I think there's a time after these 6 weeks, the pressure it's still there, but now he's feeling more and more comfortable. So he's getting used to that, and I see them. Also, Texas has a really good stop rate. I mean, their defense can stop you dead, and I'm going to go with Texas on this one.
Yeah, I think it's not the talk every week of the Heisman kid and the Manning name. And I saw an article where his first 5 games versus Peyton's first 5 games were so much better.
That's crazy.
So I think the spotlight's been off and it's been good for him. And I think they're going to start to roll. And you're right that the line. I think both their lines are going to dominate Florida. And their quarterback, Florida's quarterback, whether he's hurt, he's not playing as well as he kind of flashed last year. So,
right.
Benny, is it that time of the program here where we do a couple of trivia questions?
Yes. Let's do some trivia.
The first one for that bucket of beer, you can get it now or get it later.
Well, before we do that, I do want to let you know. Oh yeah. So we've been doing this. How many weeks? Doing this podcast 6 weeks, and we finally beat Jerry the Snail with more views than us.
Yeah, thank you, Dave. Oh my God!
We actually have a trophy.
Another prop.
Sent by Jerry and all the other snails. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the applause.
For the thousands in attendance.
$20 in here, and let me read the note. I translated from with English. It says, dear Jeff and Ben, it is amazing that you surpassed me. Good luck on trying to get to Dorothy, where she continues to be more popular than us. So, thank you for the trophy from the snail. We'll go for Dorothy, the manatee, next week, and we'll.
Oh, then he got some applause on that. Very good. All right.
Wow, I like that.
This show keeps getting better, I tell you.
Every day, in views. So, the aquarium. All right, let's do some trivia. Put my prop back under here. Wait, Jeff, that $20 is mine. So, all right, here we go. What are we giving away?
Bucket of beer. Bucket of beer.
Bucket of beer. All right. Which Pac-12 West Coast team was the highest ranked in the top 25 heading into week 6? Who said that? Who said? Say it.
There's got to be. Anyone?
Your guess. Hurry up. We're 30 minutes.
That's not Jeopardy. Wah, 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 wah.
Nobody's got it. All right. I'm
going to say Oregon.
Yeah, it was Oregon Ducks. Jeff, you got a free bucket of beer at your own place. How about that? All right, let me do another one.
I'll be handing that out later on to a regular local.
All right. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. Which ACC team ranked in the top 25 for the first time since 2018?
We talked about this last week.
I know. Let's give a hint.
They're in the ACC.
I'll give you a hint. It's above South.
I'm gonna give the mascot.
Yeah, give the mascot. What is it?
Sure, sure.
All right,
I think they're called.
It's
I
only-
should know this. The Wolf Pack.
All right, I'll give you a hint. It's above South Carolina and below Virginia.
There you go. Boom. Oh, you win a bucket of beer also. How long are you guys in town? Oh yeah, you can collect that anytime you want.
Congratulations.
For giving that answer too, you also get to pick out your own Hog Daddy shirt over here on the left, please.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, do you want to let's
The show really dove down during trivia. I feel like.
yeah, I feel
Slumped
like
off.
yeah, even the boats are moving away. Yeah, I'm trying to do trivia based on the 2025 season. I'm going back.
We'll make
Okay.
them easier. What color jersey do the Reds wear?
That's pretty good.
All right, let's move on to the games. Up next, number 10 Alabama versus number 16 Vanderbilt.
This is what game day is, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
Yeah. Every year, and I've said this every podcast, Vanderbilt's kind of a thorn in everyone's side. But the last 2 years, you got to do your homework. You got to be prepared. Coach Lee up there really has the Commodores playing great. Last year, Vanderbilt beat Alabama, so the Tide will be seeking revenge. The Tide may be hung over from the victory over the mighty Bulldogs last week for sure. Javier, the quarterback for the Commodores, is on fire this season, maybe one of the top passers in the SEC. Ty Simpson has 11 touchdowns for the Tide and hasn't thrown an interception this year. The Tide will need a lot, get a lot of pressure on Vandy. Vanderbilt is catching 10 and a hook in this matchup. I think the Tide will edge it out, but I am taking the Commodores to cover. If they get a couple of turnovers against the Tide, get a couple of early scores, I was close to picking this as an upset, but I'm not. I want to take the Tide, just not the cover.
All right. Well, Alabama did rise 7 points in the rankings based on last week's play. Listen, I'm learning a lot about college football, and I love reading about Vanderbilt. They're number 16. This is a really big rematch. It's important enough even game day went down there. So I'm actually going to go with Vanderbilt on this one.
Wow. No, I saw a story on the Vanderbilt quarterback who was not. I don't even think he was a one-star coming out of high school and played somewhere, and then Vandy called him and said, "All right, I'm coming, but I want to win a championship with you, coach." So, like the swagger saying that, I'm taking Alabama. I think they're starting to hit the fence. As much as I don't like to say that, I think they're hitting their stride. I think they'll take care of business.
Like more Philly fans or Eagle fans, Philly fans are coming in here. I love it. We're surrounded, man. I never thought I'd have one out of every 2 people in the entire area with the Phillies from Philadelphia.
We got Brewers.
Yeah, there's also someone. We also have a. You know what? We're gonna pause real quick. What? Anybody want to try a slice of the new Hog Daddy's pizza?
Come right up.
All right, you'll pass them out, will you? What about you, Wisconsin? Y'all want to try a couple of pieces of pizza? Come on.
They're not
No, Wisconsin don't play around.
Midwestern.
Wisconsin actually took the whole tray.
Yeah.
Look at them.
All right, moving on while we sample some more pizza over here. Number 11, Texas Tech at Houston. A little bit of a quarterback controversy over there in Texas Tech. Morton, who has really propelled the Raiders this year, looking good. Got knocked out in the third quarter against number 16 Utah last week, and this kid Hammond comes in. It's 13 for 16, shreds Utah. What does Coach McGuire do? Says, well, I'm not sure. We might play both of them. I can just remember back in some of the Spurrier days when he had 1 or 2 quarterbacks up there. Maybe it creates competition. Maybe it don't. But maybe it'll bring out the best in Morton today. I think he gets the start. Houston comes into the game a little untested, but catching 11.5 points versus the Red Raiders. I believe if they slow Texas Tech down, they can have a chance keeping this close. Ultimately, the Raiders defense wears down the Cougars, and the Tech Raiders win by 3 touchdowns today.
Wow, 3 touchdowns. Huh? I don't know if I'll go with that, but I'm going to go with Texas Tech. I think everything you said is right on mark. But I would definitely go with. I think the spread is pretty high on this one. I think it's going to be closer than we think.
Now I get Texas Tech. I think they'll cover.
Yeah, just give
Yeah, I'm sorry. We have pizza going on.
Pizza. All right.
Pizza everywhere.
It's good. Hey, you know what? You know what? You can tell it's a good pizza. I had it cold the other night, and it was just still crispy and.
love cold pizza.
Well,
You like it?
Yeah. I just got a text from the International Federation of Seagulls, and they're looking forward to hanging outside here starting next
eat
week.
your crust. Don't leave it on your plate.
Yeah, don't feed the birds, please.
I mean,
That should be the state motto. Please don't feed the birds.
Don't feed the birds.
we're feeding birds in here right now. What the hell's going on?
And you're feeding them.
Yes, yeah.
Up next, everybody's talking about this game a little bit, that Georgia's going to come in and just kill Kentucky today. Every sportscaster in the nation's picking Georgia to blow out Kentucky after losing to Alabama. Maybe someone makes sense. A lot of the quarterback play in this game will dictate what Kentucky does. They got a freshman up there. I think he has some growing against the Bulldogs because Smart's going to have his boys wound up today. Stockton is one of the top quarterbacks for the Dogs in the nation and looking to rebound after last week. Kirby Smart hasn't lost back-to-back SEC games in 10 years. Even though the Dogs, we talked about this too, kind of got the Penn State disease this year.
That's right.
They are good, but just can't move over to that dominant force. Smart on how the boys attacking from the get-go. Line is 20.5. I say Georgia by 30 today.
I'm going to go. Well, Georgia, dropped 7 points, exactly like Texas in terms of just and other teams. Alabama just, they haven't reached their perspective. They're whatever the word is. I do think Georgia will dominate this game. I think it's really important they show dominance in this game, not just winning it. So I'm going to go with them with the spread.
Yeah, I got Georgia's 16-2 after a loss under Kirby Smart. So I think it'll be 17-2 after today. So they're going to be a little upset after last week and take it out on.
Yeah, they'll look to jump out big up front on this one. Up next, number 14, Iowa State at Cincinnati. Do not sleep on the Bearcats today.
That's right.
Number 14, Iowa State gets the day started. This is a big test, traveling to face a much improved Cincinnati squad. Two of the Big 12's most intriguing quarterbacks, Iowa State, Rocco Beck, and Cincinnati's Brendan Sorsby. This will be a pretty good matchup to watch today. I think defense wins this one. We'll see how the offense executes. Bearcats are coming off a big road win against Kansas. Iowa State is 5-0. And Matt Campbell, the coach for Iowa State, really has Iowa State playing well. Every week we have mentioned Iowa State. One thing we haven't talked about I saw this week is their cornerback play, their defensive play. Cincinnati could struggle with that. Opportunity for the Bearcats, though. Iowa State has dominated Cincinnati the last 3 years. Cincinnati, check me on this, Vinny, is favored by 1 point. Is that correct, or did I miss that?
I have it as Iowa State favored by 1.5, but that's a change. It's really a pick 'em.
That could have fluctuated.
It could have, yeah. Which I've learned it fluctuates a lot.
I'm gonna take the Bearcats in this one at home. I think they'll be amped up. Iowa State's one of those teams. They have played well. I definitely don't think they're elite. I think they fall in the same category. I'm taking the Bearcats.
Taking the Bearcats, that's what I'm going with. Like you said, it's a pick 'em game. I think for the reasons you mentioned, I think it's time. The Bearcats are just starting to get their thing going. Iowa State's 5. this is a game. This is going to be a really good game and test Iowa State. I think Cincinnati prevails.
It seems like Iowa State's here every year. 5-0. They start off good and they lose that stupid game. I just don't think they're going to do it this year. I think the coach has got them on the right track. So I think they're going to go into Cincinnati and either cover the 1.5 or get the 1.5. That's a pick-em game, but I'm going to pick Iowa State.
There you have it. Up next, Big Blue, number 20, Michigan will be taking on Wisconsin in Ann Arbor.
And that was blue, not blue.
Miss number 17?
Who's 7?
Georgia Tech pick.
Georgia Tech at Pitt. I don't have that.
And -4.
Georgia Tech at Pitt. Tech up and down. I'm going to take Georgia Tech. Take the Yellow Jackets in this one. They beat Clemson early on, which isn't saying much. I don't think Pitt has much today. I'm taking the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Yellow Jackets too. I think to me, and it's -4. A lot of excitement in this game for me, so I'm going to go with them.
Yeah, I'm picking Georgia Tech. I think they're playing good ball. They still have a chance to win the ACC, so Georgia Tech cover the 4.
As mentioned before, number 20 Michigan takes on Wisconsin. That's a noon
Got
kickoff.
in that game.
Yeah, what do you guys think about the Wisconsin game?
Wisconsin or Michigan? Wow.
All right.
I think they're drinking the new drink right now. Yeah, congrats.
We are having that carbless over there today.
Let's go Mets.
20th ranked Michigan looks to win their 3rd game in a row. They take on the Badgers today in Big Ten Conference action. Both teams coming off buys. Big Blue favored by 17.5 at home in Ann Arbor. The first game where Michigan lost to Oklahoma, I took Oklahoma because of the freshman quarterback. I'm starting to like this kid now. He's a threat to run or pass. Wisconsin QB Danny O'Neal is supposedly banged up, but is no slouch. Most of the big pickers are staying off this game, believe it or not, and playing the over and under. I am going to take the Wolverines to roll.
All right. Well, on this one, and I think it's more of a sentimental thing because I love the state of Wisconsin and having an opportunity to go up there. So all the Wisconsin, the Badgers, everybody, the
They're
AAA
picking
teams.
Michigan.
I know they are, but well, don't throw the piecer at me yet. I'm going to go with Wisconsin and a surprise upset.
As much as I think Michigan's going to roll over them, and this could be I don't think it's the beginning, but it could be the final nail in the coffin for Wisconsin's coach. So,
there you have it.
Yep.
Up next, number 21 Notre Dame, 3:30 game playing Boise State. Notre Dame, we talked a little bit about the unluck of the Irish this year.
I don't know what you're talking about there, Jeffy.
Yeah, I know. Pair of losses early in the season against ranked opponents. Notre Dame has won its last 2 games by a combined score of 112-43. Fresh off, and Arkansas isn't playing that good football, but anytime you go into SEC country and mop somebody up, you're doing something. Biggest, largest margin of victory for the Notre Dame this year. I believe Notre Dame will just be too much for Boise State. Just Notre Dame's running the ball. They got a couple of great running backs up there. Not going to spend a lot of time on some of this. But the Irish.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Irish on this one. It gives them an opportunity to regroup. It's a 20.5 spread as of now, and the over/under on this one is 63.5, which is pretty large. But I just think Notre Dame had some weird games, and but I think this is the type of game that they can regroup and get some of that confidence back.
You know what? When they were 0-2, I think they were in the top 10 of both offense and defense. They have not played a bad game. They just had some bad lucks, but they're rolling now. So I think Notre Dame's going to take care of business today.
Yeah. Getting down to the bottom of the top 25, 2 or 3 more games here. Number 22, Illinois at Purdue, and as everyone knows, I went to a Purdue game early this year, and I love to give my analysis. So here goes. Purdue's offense, bad. Purdue's defense, bad. Purdue's cheerleaders, average. Purdue Stadium, pretty nice. Illinois wins with 40 touchdowns.
I think we should just leave it at that. Not
Yeah, that's going to that. I think I hear you on that one.
yeah,
I I just love when he gives his review or his
you can fact check
analysis
that.
on
Those are probably all true.
Yeah.
Well, my Purdue analysis is right on.
right on.
Oh man. Up next,
Now I go with Virginia, Louisville. That's the last one.
yeah. 1 year ago, Virginia took a 4-1 record into Louisville, lost, and ended up being 5-7. Virginia beat Florida State last week. Louisville is undefeated. I really like Louisville here. Louisville's got a chance. It's ACC. They're undefeated. Get their second ACC victory. Although Virginia Cavaliers' offense is fifth in the nation, their only loss came on the road against the NC State Wolfpack. They're not favored. I don't believe they're favored either. You'll have to double check me on this. Let me look.
Oh, Virginia is favored with 7.5. I'm sorry, 7. I'm sorry. No, they're not. Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville's favored on this, playing number 24. Not much. When you're ranked 22 through 25, you're kind of ranked. That's all you are. I look for Coach Braun for the Cardinals to be fired up today. Quarterback Moss for Louisville had a comeback against Pitt. The boys will be fired up at home. I think the Cardinals win by 10.
All right, I'm going to go with Louisville on this. I think for the reasons you mentioned, Virginia is hot. They just made the top 25, but like you said before, anywhere from 22 to 25 can change constantly during the season. But I think Louisville, and that's a 61.5 spread, so I'm going to go with Louisville.
Yeah, it's tough. Virginia coming off that big win. You start thinking you're better than you are, and you read the press, and then you get smacked by a team, and it's at Louisville. So I'm taking Louisville this weekend.
All right, that's great. Well, I think we covered that. I think we should bring up a couple of upcoming events that are coming to Hogg Daddy's Entertainment Complex. You mentioned tonight, 7:30 to 1 a.m. 1:30, Florida State versus Miami. It's going to be a huge watch party. And then live music by Nocturnal. Another big night here. And then we're going to talk about an event. You could talk about it, but there's a huge event coming up in the end of October. You want to talk about it?
Yeah. Last year's Halloween party was crazy. It was awesome. We had so much fun. We had a big Halloween contest. I mean, I think we had 500 or 600 people here. We'll try something a little bit different this year. We're kind of doing a Halloween trilogy. We're going to do a Halloween party Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We've got a band coming in from California one night. We've got big contests. And this is why I've never done this before. You guys seen those New Orleans funeral marching bands?
Yep.
So I've hired one of those bands during our Halloween party to come to the parking lot in the restaurant and do a New Orleans funeral march. So I'm excited about it.
I don't know how
Hopefully you are too.
I don't know how he does it. He comes up with an idea and he goes, "Yeah, I got it." I'm like, "Wow, that's amazing." And what's the dress code on this?
I think every night kind of has a theme. Ladies' night, kind of witches. On Thursday night, Friday's kind of zombie prom, and then Saturday night the finale is a masquerade ball.
All right, and the dress you could come in there as casket casual if you want to.
Casket casual, yes.
Make sure on that, yeah.
We plan on having another. We call it a hay maze. Only it had one row, but hey, it's a hay maze. That's how we do things at Hogg Daddy's.
The scary thing is people did get lost.
Kids, cover your ears. We had two skeletons humping in it, but other than that, it was all right. Sorry, kids. Boss Hogg apologizes. Also, in the back at Boss Hogg's bar, in the very back of the building, we plan on having a haunted house 3 or 4 guys running around with chainsaws trying to cut people. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
But
we
it
call
should
that. Isn't that Wednesday in Clearwater? I thought. No, I'm only kidding. I'm only. No, it's going to be a great event, and I think we missed it last year. Katie, are we going to miss it this year too? Oh, we are. Oh, we are going to miss it. Oh yeah, I forgot we are traveling. So, but we'll be seeing the pictures that Jeff posts all the time. And then tomorrow you have the big 9:30 a.m. game.
Tomorrow I think tomorrow we're even having a breakfast pizza. We'll be putting that out on. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. A mid-morning pizza.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that looks like. I think it's being from Tennessee. I hope it has gravy on it.
Yeah.
I mean real gravy, not Italian gravy. All right, I'm back. No, anyways, Sunday's a big day. Sunday's a big day for us.
Wait
We
till you
are
see the
starting
pizza.
off early with the London game at 9:30 in the morning. We'll be open early. Hogg is a venue where you can have 2 or 3 different game sounds on. We look forward to having everybody here. It's usually a great day. The Bucks are on the road
That's right.
at a 4:30 game, so we should have a great day all day. I don't keep up with them, but who's Philly got tomorrow?
Philly's got the Broncos tomorrow. The Eagles favored 3 to 3.5. That's going to be a good game. I think that's going to be a good game, and just I mean, look, I'm not going to say we love me, but every weekend the Eagles pull it out. Where we lose as a Jet team every week, we don't pull it out. These guys do it, so it's going to be a great game. And speaking of the Vikings, they were playing in Ireland last week, so I'm assuming they were there the whole week.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of game, the Vikings are favored to win that. And I'll say that probably one of the schedule this week is got a couple of buys going on. My wife's favorite team, the Commanders, I'm just going to Washington Redskins. Yeah, I'm playing the Chargers, which lost last week. Chargers still on 2.5, and then the Patriots and the Bills. My friend. I'm getting stoned here. My friend Pete is home looking at his engine for the last 7 hours. His new sports car, it's the Knight Rider. He's playing the Bills this week. Bills are favored 8.5. But they did have an impressive showing, so I think this is the kind of game that you just want to be. Just coming up. What do you think? Do you have any?
My students aren't playing, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Steelers on a bye. The mighty Benny and Katie will not be here tomorrow, but I was looking forward to this showdown. The mighty Cowboys taking on the Jets. This will be the most epic game of the day. I already know it. I feel it in my bones.
Yeah.
The Jets will pull off their only victory tomorrow.
I'm not. I don't even know the church can find the stadium. So listen, it's going to be a long year. And it's a long year. Dallas.
Long year.
Long year. Dallas, bad defense. When we get a couple of good plays, it'll be great. If we can get rid of the penalties on the Jets, we have more of a competitive game because they're not that bad offensively. It's just the penalties really kill us on that. And it's very good.
Very offensive.
Yeah, my friend out there goes, they're very offensive. Well, yes, they are.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else for the big show today?
Yeah, I just want to mention, this is the 40th anniversary of one of my favorite movies, Back to the Future. Do you remember Back to the Future? Back to the Future. Jeff, from over here.
Yeah, I saw it. I think I watched it. Yeah. Oh yeah, Back to the Future. I got it.
Yeah. So there's an anniversary party going on with all of the proceeds going to the Team Fox for Parkinson's research. Saturday, October 11th, from 6 to 11 p.m. And this is very, very important. Many people will have this disease, and I think it's going to be great. There's 2 boxers, so I make sure I make the right one.
Mandalay, right?
It's the Mandalay, 454 Mandalay Avenue. The MC is going to be one of the singers who's always around here, Ryan Pope. and they're going to have a Huey Lewis tribute band
Very cool.
and a charity auction. And we had an opportunity, Katie and I had an opportunity to see this live in person maybe a month or two ago. The real DeLorean time machine. And it's a fantastic, great picture placing. So, if you can, you have the opportunity, go to that, support people, support the research, Fox, and I think it's going to be a unit.
Yeah, you guys get down to the boxer. We appreciate our fellas down there having a venue for this great fundraiser. We want to thank everybody for being here today. Thank you guys so much. Dan and Sue over there. Good to see you guys, Dave, Danielle, everybody. We can't thank you guys enough for stopping by. Our new friends from Wisconsin. How's the food? How's the review today?
Well, they haven't stopped.
All right. It's always dangerous. It all comes up. Thank you very much.
No, they haven't stopped eating since I got here. They're very happy. You guys going to hike this morning or something?
Well, thank you guys very much, man. We love Clearwater Beach. I want to thank everybody for coming to Hog Daddy's during the week. It's been another great year, another record September. We can't thank you enough for.
Yeah, I got to say, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Close us out. It's you.
I have to do this. There's someone in my life who continuously supports this show in the Fort Pines area, which no one knows this. It is constantly making everything you do. And I want to give a big shout out to my mom. She is the biggest PR.
Mom, yeah, baby. I love it.
I've seen more of her PR stuff pushing the show out, and I'm sure the people will make 5.5-hour drive to see this show at 11 o'clock. But thank you, Mom, for all the support.
Thank you, Sean Barclow, a guest. He's a regular guest for the show today. Thank you for your input. We love it. Come out, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sean. All right, everyone.
Everybody have a great day. Thank you so much.